Hello, my crafty friends. I decided to hop on a few minutes early and get on for today's crochet chit chat. Anyway, if you don't know who I am, I'm Deborah and I'm the hands behind Taylor's Yarn Creations. And today I'm working on this hat here. It's supposed to be a slouchy hat. It's really fun, but I'm about out of yarn, so I'm glad I came up here early. I'm using, for this one, I am using, it's right here, 24/7 cotton. I really like this yarn. And it is in ecru. It's a color. And I have my light on here, so it gives it a little bit of brightness, but it's not facing me directly, so I don't need to be any extra light than what I am having right now. So I want to welcome you to the channel. And I'm just going to probably try to finish up this and start on this next round. Let's see if I can find this is always the fun part. Find the inside. They say you can do something like that and get it to find the inside. I don't know. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. I try not to get no yarn bar. Let me take this off. So I'm trying to see if I can side of it. Hopefully my internet will be okay up here. Sometimes it's funny acting. Not too bad, not too bad. Normally it's like a whole thing of yarn barf, so I can handle that. I am making plans for a Valentine's pop-up in a couple weeks, and I really don't have anything prepared, so I better get to going, huh? I do have a few things that I'm going to do. I need to work on some items. I don't know. They're talking about also another snowstorm. I don't know. I hope if it snows, I hope it doesn't snow in this direction. We'll see. But I'm excited about, the changes in seasons. I always think to myself, it's always good for the bugs to go bye-bye when it gets cold. And you don't want it to get too warm too fast. We always have that final cold snap. So I'm not gonna I need to write down a list of things that I'm gonna do. I thought about this hat here. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with it just yet, but it has this really cute brim and it's supposed to be like a slouchy hat. But I have some red yarn and I was thinking about maybe adding a cute little red heart to it, maybe one or two. But I'm not sure because some people may not want hearts on their hat. If I can figure out a way to do it where it can be removable, that would be really nice. Then that way, if they want a heart on their hat in honor of Valentine's Day, they can. And if they don't, then they don't have to have it like stuck to the hat. Because this hat is really a really nice hat. But then again, you don't want to lose the hearts either. So we'll see. I'll play around with it. It may look cute with it. I was at this last year I was at the event and I made a hat with it was really pretty red, sparkly, kind of bling bling hat. And I put it out and it sold right away. Like really fast. And hopefully we'll see what happens this year. I have a lot of neat ideas I want to have. And that maybe I'll show some of them on Instagram, and I'll post them, a few of them here on YouTube. Shorts, they're okay, but it just seems like when you do shorts on YouTube, you're always kind of having to feed this information beast. I find that with a lot with Instagram. That's why sometimes I don't get on Instagram, because it's like you can never do enough. And I found myself getting a little burnout, and I don't want to get burnout for something I enjoy. So I prefer not to do that. But our weather here has been kind of hot. Not hot. I'm not going to say it's been hot. It's in the 50s, which is pretty nice. Nice temperature compared to what we have been experiencing, where it's been in the 20s, and that's been really cold. So we're finally getting above freezing at night. So I no longer have to drip the faucets. You know, I'm sure the water company is loving the extra money. But it's supposed to rain tonight. So it's always good to sleep, good sleeping weather when it rains. And I'm not sure what's a good time to come on, but I'm not going to be too terrible long. I do want to be up here for a little bit. I haven't been up here all week. Shame, shame, shame. A whole week. And I have not been up here. I need to I really need to find some YouTube approved music while I'm up here. I'm normally, when I'm up here, I'm listening to something. I'm either listening to something crochet related or something exciting, something that I can learn from. It's been a lot of things going on politically in our world, but I don't talk about it on my crochet channel because I feel like I don't want to mix politics, in my point of view, with something I love. And I love crochet. So I try to steer away from the political thing. And there's been a lot going on. Just buckle up, baby. So, but this, I don't know, it's supposed to, this is not really my pattern. It's really an easy pattern to make. I'm using half double crochets, and then you do the brim. I think the brim is a little wider than what I would like. As you can see, a little wide. Let me see. I'm going to measure it right quick. The brim is, my tape measure. The brim is approximately 2.5 inches. So it's like right about, see if I can get this thing. Come on. 2.5 inches. Is the brim. And the width total, let's see. From the brim to the base of the hat, it's about 5 inches. So the total of this hat so far is about 7.5 inches. So it's about that. And I'm not sure. It's pretty wide. It's supposed to be like a slouchy hat. Kind of like this. This is slouchy. Got all this extra. Some people like it. Put a little ball on it. Like a little Santa Claus hat. but in the color brown. I'm bundled up because sometimes I feel it. I feel this draft, so I just make sure I just bundle up just to stay kind of warm. Let's see. Let me fix this. And I got my water. Need the water. Trying to drink more water while I crochet. So this is the last of this. This before I have to start a new one. And it's looking pretty good. So I'm really excited about this upcoming event. If we don't get snowed out, I'm looking forward to this upcoming event. It should be pretty interesting. Last year, let me see. How did I do? I sold a hat. I made a hat, and I made it was red sparkles with a white heart brim. I used the hearts around to make a white brim made out of hearts. It sold really fast. I think I have a pink one with white hearts. It's like up here somewhere, probably packed away. I have a few things that's really kind of Valentine related, but I need to get some more items worked on quickly, like ASAP. I'm a little bit behind, but not behind. So I'm gonna work on a couple, like I think I'm gonna do some stress balls. That sold really well in October. I haven't taken any to the event that I'm going to, so I'll maybe take some of those. I'm going to take probably a couple more hats to the event. Some plushie toys, probably. Not sure what kind of plushie toys. Maybe those are kind of hard. I know. I need to write this stuff down. That's why I just need to write it down so that I have my list, because my goal for this event is to, number one, make my cost back, the cost of the booth space. That's my first priority. After that, everything else is good. And to try to take home as less as possible. So I'm going to probably have some medium priced items, some lower price items, and then I want to get maybe like one or two really big priced items. I'm thinking about trying to make a big centerpiece, maybe a giant bear with a heart, holding a heart. Not too big, but big enough. And have that as a centerpiece. I'm definitely going to take the stress balls. I need to get rid of them. I have enough in there to take with me. They tend to sell really well. Probably some keychains, some plushie toys. Like I say, a giant bear. It's probably what I'll do. Let me see what is going to be my time limit for today. I've been studying a little bit on time blocking, because I find myself all over the place. And I'm trying to be more focused and more organized this year. So I want to do that. Not spend all my days crocheting or unraveling yarn. I mean, I have I'm starting to frog this sweater I was making. It was a sweater vest I was making. Let me see if I can because it was just too big for the person I was making it for. See if I can show you what it looked like. I took a picture of it so I can upload it. I don't have a picture. I have a video. See if I can show you this. It's about to end. Let me replay it. So I have this. I have to frog this. All that yarn has got to come down on that vest because the person can't fit it. So it's too big. So I'll take that down and try to redo something with it. It's like a denim blue color, which is really nice. I think I'll make maybe something that's not like a one piece. It's a one piece vest with the little ridge, the little sometimes I can't think of what it is. With the little out part of it and on the sleeves. So I didn't get that far. So what do you think? Would you want a hat? I'm making this hat ecru color, really nice cream color made out of 100% mercerized cotton. And I thought about adding some red to it, like a red heart. That would really make it nice. But I don't know if I want to put the heart on there. So that's just something to think about. I think the red looks a lot better than just putting a pink. I think the red really stands out on this ecru color. You know, I just coming to the end here. And what I'm gonna do once I finish up this skein of yarn, I'm not gonna do any fancy knots or anything. I'm just gonna make sure it doesn't come apart and try to make sure that the any joins are hidden within the hat itself so that the person that's getting it doesn't necessarily see, but I need to make sure that it doesn't come apart. But while I'm up here, I may do some other things while I'm up here. It is almost 6 o'clock here, but it's dark outside. And I'm trying to unknot this last part. That can always slow you down. I'm almost at the end. So I have a couple weeks to work on my next few projects. I'm going to probably do some time blocking this week. Probably today, I'll probably try to get a couple, after I work on this hat, I'll try to get a couple of the little pet stress balls made and get those finished. They don't take much long to do. I would say maybe about 15 minutes, 20 minutes at the most, depending on what type of animal stress ball you use. So I'm probably going to do that. Where is my? Get that done. And then I'll work on, I'm thinking about making some flowers for this event. I've already started a rose petal. I'm trying to make a rose. It's a rose petal, and it's the cutest pattern I found on Etsy. It's absolutely cute. So I was going to do like one, see how that turns out. If it turns out really nice, I'll maybe make two. It's a bouquet. I don't want to do too many. I may do some sunflowers and put some some rhinestones on it. We'll see. All is quiet. I gotta get busy. This is almost the last week. This is not almost, this is the last week of January. And so I need to make sure that my goals are on target for the first quarter. So far it is. I just need to pick up in certain areas a little bit more. I need to work on my website this quarter, try to get that up and running in a better way. And since I'm my own web designer, I just need to carve out the time to do it. I think the hardest part is just trying to decide, what do you want? What do I want on the website, the homepage? I really enjoy doing that. Add a few pictures, make sure I got enough pictures up here. This that can go on the website. Maybe do some free patterns. So now I've officially joined. There's that knot. And I see you pull it tight. It's not coming anywhere. It's not going anywhere. But I need to make sure that I cut off as close as I can the extra, so that it just continues on just nice and neat. So I've been I had another opportunity that came to me. I'm trying to decide if I want to do Michael's makers. They contacted me last year. I need to do a follow-up probably when I get off. I'm going to follow up with the person that contacted me. And then I was contacted by another crochet group that is looking for people to teach. And so I was been thinking, what can I teach? You know, they don't want someone that's going to teach basic crochet. That's the catch. So I'm like, okay, I've done a lot of things. What can I do that it will be useful for crocheters, no matter where they are? And what I mean by that is not where they are. They have to be more than just a beginner crochet. What would be useful? That's what I think about. What would I like if I am somewhat advanced, an advanced beginner, maybe even an intermediate crocheter? What would I want? What would be practical? They gave some recommendations. They mentioned, like, for example, how to write a crochet pattern. I thought about doing that, but I'm like, nah, I'll say that for my class, because I want to offer some classes myself outside of other, crochet organizations. And so I probably will say that, may offer that to my crochet audience. But there's some things that I think is important. I'm on a couple of the Facebook groups, which is really nice to be a part of. I love seeing what they make. I try not to buy too many patterns. I bought so many patterns, I can literally teach how to write a pattern, because I have patterns that I do not like this one. I'm making some roses, and I don't really care too much for the pattern. The pattern is really easy, but they don't give any pictures, and that's okay. But it's okay if you're advanced, but if you're a beginner and the pattern isn't hard, it just doesn't have the pictures that's needed for someone who is maybe it's not beginner friendly. I like patterns that are beginner friendly. See, look what I just did. I changed up the pattern. This is not double crochet. This is half double. Fortunately, I haven't gone that far. So I can just backtrack, because a half double crochet goes a lot faster. I'm like wondering why is it taking me longer? Half double crochet goes a lot faster than a double. And this hat is kind of, I don't know how much of a slouch I'm going to make it. I don't have a crochet head to put it on. Time goes by when you're crocheting. So many ideas. So I'm thinking about teaching a class on that, but I think I have a class idea that I am going to offer to the crochet group that contacted me to teach. I think it's something that hasn't been done, so I'm not going to say it. I'm going to put it in a proposal and offer it to them, but I think it would benefit all kinds of crocheters everywhere, even if you're a beginner. So we'll see how that turns out, because I have an academic background, so I'm always thinking of ways that I can teach people. So it only made sense to become a certified crochet instructor. And let me tell you, when I did the little level one wasn't bad. I didn't have any problems with level 1. But when it got to level 2, and I had to make a baby sweater cardigan, it was a baby cardigan. It was my first crochet clothing item. And when I made that baby crochet cardigan, trying to read the instructions was quite challenging, but I did it. And I kept frogging it, and I figured out how to read that pattern. It turned out beautifully. I went on to make the pink one. I made a pink one, and I sold that on Amazon. So that one is gone. I think I have a yellow one and a purple one, and they're wrapped really nice. I haven't put it. I need to put it out there. What am I doing? It's wrapped really nicely. I may take it down to a boutique here in the area that sells children's clothing and see if I can offload it to someone who has a baby. But that was my first real clothing item made by hand. I make all kinds of hats. Hats is fine. Blankets is fine. Crochet toys is fine. But when it came to that cardigan, it was a challenge. But I did it. And I went on to make, I made my sister a cardigan. That was my first adult piece of clothing. So I don't have a problem with clothing, but it's just not mine. It's not for me. Some people, that's their specialty. I don't have the patience. Give me something that's not going to take a long time. And I'll be good. So I've been on almost 30 minutes. I'm probably gonna finish this row, and then I'm going to go ahead and get off, listen to a little bit of my teachings. I like to go and learn different things. An audio book And I will work on some more items up here because I'm working on a deadline. I have this week and next week before my next event, my first event of the year of 2025. If it doesn't snow, if it snows, they said that we get a refund. So that's the only reason why I signed up, because February and March, you cannot predict what they're going to do. And so I don't want to register for something and lose my money. So I'm grateful for that. If you like content like this, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on your notifications. I will try to always let you know, but when I get ready to do videos that aren't live, then you may want to turn your notifications. That's all I'm saying. It's up to you, but do like and subscribe, because guess what? When you like it, it lets me know that you like content like this. It lets me know, go ahead, give me more content. It also tells YouTube, hey, keep this kind of content going. It doesn't cost you a dime, nothing, nada, but it lets me know that you're there. It lets me know that you like this type of content. Maybe you use something like this when you're working on your own projects. I know I like to listen to other crocheters when I'm working on my projects. Sometimes they'll show what they're doing. Sometimes they just talking, and I enjoy that. Just don't bring politics in it, and me and you are good. The minute you start talking politics and you're not talking crochet, I'm out. Because I want happiness. Yarn is happiness. Crochet is happiness. I can't control what is happening in the world, but I can control what type of projects I can create. And I enjoy making beautiful things out of yarn. So that's what I think. I love seeing other crocheters, what they making, and I like to see their ideas. We need to just keep encouraging each other. I'm almost at the end of this round. Are you working on any projects, or are you just enjoying this weather? It's supposed to get some more cold weather. They said February is supposed to come bring something around. Just have to buckle up and get ready for the next round and let the weather do what it's got to do. I heard that yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yes, yesterday. 6 planets lined up. 6. That the planets lined up. I'm thinking to myself, if that isn't a sign in the sky, I don't know what is. I feel like this is going to be an interesting year, a challenging year. Stay focused, keep creating. Do what makes you what brings you joy in a positive way. Let's see. Let me see how tall it is. My extension. My measuring tape. It is almost 8 inches. I forgot. I'm not sure how long. I guess I could do it to 12 inches, maybe, because it needs to be slouchy. I also need to make sure I tell my YouTube, my Facebook group that I'm over here. Sometimes they may not know that I'm over here working on something. If I stop it now, it'll be short and it'll look like that. So I don't want to, I guess I'm going to have to keep making it long because it needs to be slouchy. Kind of like have that little thing, so I'll probably keep going to about 12, maybe about 12 inches. It's 8 inches now. So going from here to here. It's right at 8. I don't know if you can see that. And I need to go on down, and then that'll be it. So again, if you like content like this, be sure that you like, subscribe, put a comment below. Let me know what you like to work on. And I may try to get on, I'm thinking sometime in the middle of the week, just to see if I don't get on live, maybe I'll upload a video or something. But I'm going to just continue to try to stay the course. I may get on live again next Sunday. I kind of like Sundays for some reason. I feel like Sundays is like the start of a new week, but at the same time, it gives me time to really think about what I want to work on. And I just find that it's a good time for me. So I'm going to probably come back on live next week about this time, 5:30. But I will upload a video, and I may come on live next week. We'll see. Maybe midweek. If I don't come on live middle of next week, I will definitely upload a video, because I want to make sure that I keep the content coming. I have some really exciting ideas that I want to present. I want to share with you some of the things that I'm going to be working on for my upcoming event. And until next time, my creative friends, this is Deborah signing out from Taylor's Yarn Creations. Have a great night.